The lineal champion Tyson Fury going for the one belt he never had, the WBC, and for that he has to go through Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Can he get the job done? We talk about it right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You can hate him for not making that fight happen, but this is an unbiased show. We talk boxing. If it is just some missed details, the Double RT Boxing Show, Mr.A is here to help you, because that's what we do. We talk that boxing, spit that fire on the internet, dragging on the net, hashtag dragging on the net. Follow me on at Twitter at RRTB Show. Double RT, the Double RT, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr.A. Whoa, what a fight, and out of nowhere it came, right out of nowhere. On the show, I did think it was going to come, I thought it was going to come soon, not this end of year soon. I thought at the beginning of next year. I thought it was going to go against April, against Anthony's date. I made the video on it, so I was saying that fight was going to come real soon. I just had a feeling about it. Now this fight is going to generate a lot of attention, like it's already doing. So I know I could easily just make show after show on this fight, but there's so much boxing around the world. This is probably going to be the one Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury segment. So I try and put as much information I can, but not make it too long, because I don't like just doing, I guess you could say, hey, they said this type to each other, or they did that. I might, if it's a little something with the press conference, I might cover that. Not cover it, but talk about it, do a show on it. But this is probably gonna be the one and only episode of the Double RT featuring the big heavyweight showdown between the lineal champion and the Bronze Bomber. This is truly a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. I believe they each have the attributes and possesses something that the other doesn't to make them win the fight easily. Now we know what each fighter has. Tyson Fury has the ring generalship and the boxing brain. Deontay Wilder has the Bronze Bomber. He has that bomb. This is going to be a big ass fight. Literally, you got a 6'7", 83-inch reach Bronze Bomber, the WBC heavyweight champion, going against a 6'9", 84-inch reach Gypsy King, Bronze Bomber, Bomb Squad. What more can you ask for? Now, where the fight is going to take place, I'm not talking about location and all that shit. I'm talking about the what's gonna win this fight. We already know Tyson Fury is the boxing man. He's the better boxer. Let's look at the option B for victories. Who has a higher chance in option B? Because right now option A is Tyson Fury is gonna outbox the shit out of Deontay Wilder like he did Klitschko. Very similar. Option A is Deontay Wilder is gonna bronze bomb his ass and knock him out. Those are option A's, and we see those very highly to happen. Now option B. Do we see Tyson Fury knocking Deontay Wilder out, and do we see Deontay Wilder winning on a points? Who has the higher option in that one? does Fury have the power, and can he afford to sit in front of Deontay Wilder long enough to generate enough power to hurt Deontay Wilder? You know, because he's gonna have to pepper him for a couple of rounds, and then maybe he could, you know, round 7, 8, catch him with something after a pepper. Like I said, for that to happen, you have to ask yourself, can Tyson Fury afford to sit in front of Deontay Wilder and sit down on his punches long enough and not get countered with something? That's the only way option B victory I see happening. And to be honest, I can see him peppering Deontay Wilder for a long time, but I don't see him sitting on his punches long enough to be in front of Deontay Wilder without getting caught with something. So to me, unless it's just like a pep, because the fact that he can switch, unless it's just like a pepper, oh shit, it comes out of nowhere and it rocks Deontay Wilder, that's the only way I see that happening. I don't see Tyson Fury sitting on his punches, taking it to Deontay Wilder. So to me, that percentage, because if you want to say there's 100% chance of option A, him outboxing Deontay Wilder, moving around the ring, switching on him left and right, jabbing him, pity patting the stomach and moving, say that's 100% chance, what does it drop down to option B? Him sitting on his punches, manning up, and just boom boom knocking Deontay Wilder out. Like I said, that only happens by peppering him for a couple rounds and then catching him with something, and then eventually putting the sauce on him. And we ain't talking Okoli sauce, are we? But putting the sauce on him. And honestly, for me, Mr.A, you know, this is a breakdown and prediction, but we are going to do a Mr.A's thoughts on this one. That percentage drops down to me real low. At least about a 40% chance of him knocking out Deontay Wilder. Now, go flip the coin. Flip it. I think we can all agree there's 100% chance that Deontay Wilder can knock out Tyson Fury. We agree with that. The right hand can knock him out 100%. Now, what is the chance of him outpointing Tyson Fury? Can he outbox? Now, I know it sounds weird to say can he outbox him, because you're thinking technique and logical skills, and you're already in your head thinking no, he can't. But remember, points are for punches that land. He ain't gotta be a better boxer to land more punches. So don't get it confused when can he outbox. Let's think of it as, can he outpoint Fury? Can he just throw a bunch of wild shots at Fury and keep Fury handcuffed, or maybe defense, and long enough where he can't fire back, where it just seems that one person is doing more than the other? And I think he can. Enough for a split decision, not a unanimous. I think he could do it. But I said, he's not going to outbox him. He's just going to outpoint him. He's going to throw punches that land, aggression that seems to be putting forth to fight. You know, those type of points. For close rounds, where who do you give this round to? Well, Deontay Wilder was making the fight. He's landing more punches, and it goes from and that's a barely option. Like I said, it goes from 100 knocking him out, and I get it to 50, maybe even like 44. I edge him barely. In option B of winning. Like I said, I give him more of an aggressive assault chance than Fury standing his ground, delivering power shot chance. Are they both possible? Am I wrong on both option Bs? Of course I could be wrong, but just my opinion is I give Deontay Wilder about 4% 5% higher chance at winning on option B of a split decision, outpointing Tyson Fury. Not outboxing him, outpointing him through aggression, assault. You know? So that means he's forcing the fight, landing punches, getting points, and keeping Fury backpedaling, moving around the ring enough where there's no offense coming back, so you can't judge Fury's offense, or Fury's in defense enough where he's not throwing, so you can't judge his offense. You get it. He could, that aggressive assault could keep Fury's offense handcuffed in two ways: through moving, avoiding them, and through blocking it all, but nothing coming back. So Fury knocking Deontay Wilder out about a 40%. Wilder beating Fury on points about a 45%. It's either going to be option A's. Fury's going to box the shit out of him, and outpoint him. Wilder's going to knock his ass out. It's literally option A. Now, Wilder, it's going to be tough because Wilder, we already know what Fury's going to do. We've seen it in Fury's going to do what he did in Klitschko, and he's going to do what he did in Pineda, but not as power throwing shots. More of a Klitschko-ish performance with a tad bit stinging shots in Pineda, because Wilder's heavy foot, he's flat-footed. So he could be outboxed, he could get points scored against and move. And we've seen every fight, Wilder gets outboxed pretty convincingly with a jab. And then you have Fury, who's a switch hitting jab artist, moving on, and Fury could jab on the go. It's a flicking one. It's not a hard one. Him and Huey Fury are masters at flicking on the move. They don't have to stand still like a Robert Easter, stand still, jabby. They can flick on the move. So it's gonna be hard to get him. So we know how Fury's gonna win this fight. How can Deontay Wilder win this fight besides the knockout? And how can he set it up? Because he throws hard. He's going to have to throw setup punches to get to that knockout right hand. Now, I'm going to lean right here on the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show, the one you follow on Twitter at RRTB Show, where RRTB Show, and what is it? The hashtag Dragon on the Neck, or we spit that fire, spit that hot shit. Mr. A is going to lean with Deontay Wilder with a knockout of Tyson Fury. And the reason why I'm going to lean with Deontay Wilder is probably because, the reasons why a lot of people ain't going to say. We know he has that power. That's not why I'm leaning with Deontay Wilder. I'm leaning with Deontay Wilder to win this fight because of his feet. It's crazy to say.
Hey, you have to go this way.
Wow. Fury outboxes people because he can move for a big man, and no other big man could catch Fury. Deontay Wilder is fast as fuck on his feet, so I believe Deontay Wilder can catch Fury, throw some wild shit at him, but he can catch him. He's going to be able to catch Fury here and there, and he's going to have to work this body. He's going to have to work Fury's body, but Fury, to me, I don't think it's going to be hard, though. Wilder is going to be flat-footed enough. I think Wilder attributes as a natural athlete has the faster feet, fast enough feet and quick reflexes to catch Fury in the ring where other people couldn't. Wilder could run and catch Fury, while others try to catch him with boxing technique and they failed at it. I believe that, and that why, where's my light here? That is why I'm going to pick Deontay Wilder I'm picking Deontay Wilder for the knockout. I think he's gonna use his feet. His feet is going to allow him to knock out Tyson Fury, and that is my prediction right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. Deontay Wilder will knock out Tyson Fury and remain the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Thank you for tuning in. Write down in your comment down below your opinion, how do you think the fight's going to go. And if it's going to be on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, put your comment. Thank you for tuning in. New viewers, hope you were entertained by this show. Hope you become new subscribers. This is going to be one hell of a fight. Thank you for tuning in. The Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing with Mr. A. Thank you.